Hello, I'm Himani Narang and I'm going to explain about special drawing rights, very commonly called paper gold. Very intriguing topic though. So let's start with the basics first. Special drawing rights were created by the IMF, International Monetary Fund, in the year 1969. The question is, what was the purpose? What was the purpose of introducing special drawing rights? The purpose was to provide liquidity to the global economic system. Or we can say the purpose was to provide additional liquidity to the global economic system. Liquidity is normally associated with how quickly an asset can be converted into cash. Here, SDR can be considered as a supplementary reserve asset, which can be exchanged for any freely usable currency. Like the member nation of IMF can convert its share of SDR for any freely usable currency. One important thing to remember is SDR is not a currency. Yes, it is not a currency. It is actually a potential claim, or let's say an international reserve asset, which can be converted into reserve currencies with the help of other member countries of IMF. So it is not a currency, but it can be converted into reserve currencies, and to convert STRs into reserve currencies, the help of member countries is required. A question which arises here is, how is its value calculated? Well, its value is based on a basket of five currencies: the US dollar, the euro, the Chinese renminbi, the Japanese yen, and the UK pound sterling. The value of STR is updated daily. And another question is, how are these SDR allocated to member nations? SDRs are normally distributed among members through a process called general allocation. General allocation is a decision that requires approval. It requires approval by the IMF Board of Governors with at least 85% of the total voting power. That is, these Board of Governors must have at least 85% of the total voting power, and the general allocation requires their approval. In a general allocation, the IMF distributes SDRs to member countries, and this distribution is in proportion to their quota shares at the IMF. These quota shares reflect the relative economic standing of the member in the world economy. So, IMF distributes SDRs to member countries in proportion to their quota share, and their quota share reflects their relative economic standing in the world economy. Okay, now let's understand its working. As already discussed, members can exchange SDRs for freely usable currencies, and these usable currencies are held by other members. For example, India can exchange its SDR with any other member country of IMF, let's say USA. India can exchange its SDR with USA and can get any freely usable currency from US. So now this will obviously bring down India's SDR holding, but it will provide India with a currency to either help meet balance of payment needs or add to its own reserve. Other than this, nations may also use SDRs to repay loans to IMF. For example, let's say Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, or Pakistan has taken loan from IMF. Now these nations, they may also use their SDRs to repay loans to IMF. So this is also a way in which SDRs work. So here's a diagram showing SDR allocation. As you can see, there have been 4 general and 1 special allocation so far. First allocation took place during 1970 to 1972, and in this general allocation 9.3 billion SDRs were allocated. In the year 1979, the general allocation was done and 12.1 billion SDRs were allocated. In 2009, a special allocation took place in which 21.5 billion SDRs were allocated. One another general allocation took place in the year 2009 when 161.2 billion SDRs were allocated. And the recent general allocation that took place was in the year 2021 when 456.5 billion SDRs were allocated. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.